Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Noble Creation TV back to you with another video. And simply in this video, I just want to talk a little Lions talk with you guys and talk about who do I think that the Lions should get at the number 20th pick. I know you guys seen a lot of the videos that I've done, basically just giving you guys a lot of running backs. Why am I so heavily thinking about the run game and things of that nature? Number one, the Lions have been pretty much last in running the ball. Without a running game and without a balanced attack, teams are able to know what we're doing. And basically they know because we pass majority of the time when we're playing. When we're out on the field, we're passing the ball, and Matthew Stafford is having to pass the ball between 30 and 40 times a game. And we kind of want to not burn Matthew Stafford out. Definitely, I think that Matt needs some help. He has not really had a run game since he's been with the Lions, and I think right now is a great opportunity to get Matthew Stafford a game changer at running back. They have to. This draft is definitely, man, is going to tell all. I've given the Lions running backs to look at, which they'll do anyway on their own. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, like us as fans, like we got control of what the Lions do. We have no control, but we just have our own opinions and thoughts of what we think that the Lions should do. And basically, from my perspective of watching these guys for a long time, you know what I'm saying, been watching and rooting for the Lions for a very long time. Going through the 0-16 season, going through all the bad seasons, losing just about every other season, and not being able to get to a Super Bowl. These guys deserve to get a run game, man. The reason why I'm talking about run game so much, because this is the area that is number one needed. I'm not saying that the Lions can't get a defensive tackle or a edge rusher in this draft. Yeah, go get those players. I'm not saying no, don't go get those players. What I'm saying, with the 20th pick, if I see that it's a stud at running back and I possibly can get him at that 20th pick, I'm going to do that. As a coach, if I'm coaching the Lions, I'm looking at where's our weakness at. This is our weakness. Yes, the offensive line. You really got to understand that the offensive line didn't really have any time to gel. When the season started, Taylor Decker was already hurt. He's one of our best young linemen. So we started out on the wrong note anyway. So guys, you got to understand that with Taylor Decker being down, and then some of the other guys, Rick Wagner and TJ Lane, in and out of the lineup, these guys have not had time to gel or the chemistry that they need to be a better offensive line. Yeah, these guys are going to have to get it together in year two, Rick Wagner and TJ Lane, to be more solid of a line for Matthew Stafford and be a wall of protection for him. But not only do they have to be a wall of protection, they have to be able to establish a run game, which Detroit has not had since 2013. Let me tell you, Detroit has not eclipsed the 100-yard barrier from any individual in over 50 plus games, guys. So you have to evaluate as a coach, as a coaching staff. You have to sit down with your guys and say, hey, what is our biggest need? What do we need the most that's going to get us to go to the next level? And I'm not saying that the running back has to run for 100 yards every game, guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be silly and think like that. But the running back has to be productive, whether he's catching out of the backfield or doing something to establish himself to make sure that all the pressure is not on Matthew Stafford. We saw that in the season, that Matthew Stafford had the weight of the world on his shoulder at times, and sometimes he can handle it and sometimes he couldn't. And a lot of teams did not allow him to do that comeback stuff this season. A lot of the comebacks that he had last year, he did not get a chance to do that this year. Teams went ahead and just put us away. So my biggest hope for the Detroit Lions is definitely for Matthew Stafford to get some help from the run game to make this team a more established team. So with the 20th pick, I think that the Detroit Lions need to get the best possible running back that they can get that is going to be a juggernaut for this team, because that's what the Lions truly need, guys. More so than anything else, that is what the Detroit Lions need. They need a running back So it's like me putting up a help wanted sign right now. It's like me putting up a help wanted sign and saying, help wanted, running back in need, game changer, elite receiving ability out of the backfield, a workhorse, a third down back, somebody that can bring the noise every single game that's going to give you their all. Sometimes guys get injured, and we understand that and we know that. But my biggest goal that I would like to see the Lions personally do is get a run game, man, so that they can be a balanced attack team, so the teams don't know how they're going to attack them. So if the Lions establish this, man, they will be a better team. So, yeah, you can get a running back in the second, third, fourth round, you know what I'm saying, because there's a lot of running backs that's coming out. This is a gold mine this year for running backs. This is probably one of the best class for running backs coming out because there's so many of them coming out. So hopefully the Lions will evaluate running backs that I do like. We all got our own personal favorites who we like. Others that do Detroit videos as well, besides myself. They may have a running back that they like. But these are my opinions on the running backs that I would like for the Detroit to possibly grab. I like Rashard Penny. I like Josh Adams. I like Sony Michel. I like Darius Geis. I like Kalen Ballage. I like him because I think he can be a good power back for this team at that size, 6'3", 230. And I also like, I also like Freeman and Justin Crawford and Levon Coleman. It's a lot of other guys that I like. Nick Chubb is not bad, but it's just basically, man, the Lions getting the right player, you guys. The Lions have to get the Lions have to get the right player this year. So they're going to have to do their homework. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take a lot of hours to evaluate what's the best running back. But to me, the best running back that the Lions need is a guy that has power, a guy that has speed, a guy that is not so small. The small running backs, they're okay, but you need a bigger back. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that is at least 5'11", 6 foot, 200 plus pounds. You need a guy that is durable. And I'm hoping that that's what the Detroit Lions really evaluate. A guy that's going to be a durable back, a guy that can break away, and a guy that can break tackles, a guy that can give you his all when he's out on the field. So, guys, this is Noble Creation TV. This is my thoughts. You guys leave it in the comments what you think the Lions should do with the number 20th pick. But this is just my opinion on what I think that the Detroit Lions need to do with the 20th pick. The Lions need to get a running back. I'm going to say it's an emergency that the Detroit Lions get a running back this year. No excuses. They need to get a running back. So they need to evaluate these running backs as best as they can. Bring as many as running backs in to evaluate these guys and go with the best possible pick that you think that will help Matthew Stafford and his offense get better. And we'll see, man, what Detroit does with that pick. But this is Noble Creation TV, guys. I'm signing in and signing out. I'll be back to you soon with another video. Peace.